A dump site in Denro-Isashi area of Ogun State is causing a whole lot of trouble for the people of the locality as it grows by the day, blocking a major water channel there. Now, the rains are here, bringing with it sad memories of flooded plains. The people call for intervention. This is a dump site in Denro-Isashi in Ogun State. And for lots of reasons, it has become a major source of headache for the people of this locality. The dump site grows by the day, just as the numbers of scavengers and other strange faces who come in droves into the locality. And now the residents are no longer at ease as a major canal is blocked.
The scavenging business started there, and suddenly we found out that this place, they moved into this side of this thing. Whenever there's rain and the Onion River, the Onion Dam is overflowing, they release water. And when the waters are released, all the tributaries of Ogun River are overflow. Now, this is a major one. I've been here for 10 years. The first year I experienced this, we used canoe to pass through this place. Canoe. The second time it happened, we have to build a plank bridge. It's a hazard. If you're passing here through that, you close your nose because of the smell. And as at that time, the dump site is not yet here. Now that we have the dump site here, it's worse.
When we are talking about the security implication, it's about how this place has constituted a sort of nuisance to everybody. It has become an harbinger for majority of hoodlums, people of questionable characters, who have taken the advantage of this dump site to be hibernating roundabout, thereby posing threats to all the people around there. At times, we just have some people gather together around 12 a.m. and they will just be shouting. At times, sporadic shooting. So many businesses have followed up on these axis, and even people cannot eke out a living. For majority of people that were initially doing very good and lucrative business on this axis, they have moved out.
The effect of the dump site and poor road infrastructure in the Denro-Isashi area on businesses is quite alarming, as explained by Funmilayo, a Sawmiller.
In fact, this place used to be very, very busy, beehive of activities, because we have machines to saw planks and so on, but you can see everywhere so silent because of the road, and coupled with the dump site. The smell, the strong smell that comes from the dump site, very close by. Even we as the people that are working here, we hardly can stay in the office. And when the sun comes out again, the flies, they come in large numbers. You can't eat here, you can't sit down in the office. You find out that most of my staff, we are always on the main, sitting around the main road because we can't stay inside because of the smell.
As the rainy season gathers momentum, most of the residents are already afraid because of what it usually holds for them.
But where do we go? These are plants that I ought to have sold these a long time ago. They're already getting, the colors are changing because they have been there for a long time. They've not been sold.
In the past years, the people have had to battle with flood, and the children are not spared the harrowing experience, as explained by Reverend Sister IFUNAYA, an educationist. She says there's been a steady decline in the numbers of PPOs in their school register.
Because whenever it rains now, you will see that place will be flooded. It will be only canoe that will be passing there. So what we do is to carry our bus, put on this side, and then cross through that plank. I will use wrapper. I will show you. I use wrapper to back the children with the teachers. We'll back them to cross them because they cannot cross. We cross them and then put them in the bus and bring them. Then after school again, we'll carry them the same way. You can imagine that. The other time, some parents one parent, they were bringing their children and they fell into that. Even myself, I was carrying children and we fell into that water.
While the cat pushers have been blamed for making life unbearable for the Denro-Isashi people, the leader of the Hausa community in the area, Mohammed Ali, dismisses the allegation of security threat and illegal invasion. He claims they are duly permitted to dump in the site.
We cannot just come from our land to come and start throwing dustbin anyway without permission. Here, the owner of this land ordered us to throw the tea here in order to fill the land so that he can use it of his needs. But yet, we are not just throwing the dump on free. My people, they are paying. Each trip, 115 naira. I've been fight to make it 100 naira. And any truck pusher, every day is paying 15 naira to cancel. He's buying tickets. Whether you pack the tea or you sell water, wheelbarrow, sell beans, carrot, anyone, you pay 15 naira to a council. Number one, I'm a member of PCRC. For security is serious. I myself, if I say I bad somebody, before the person, call DPO and pick the person. Or even pick the person myself and hand over into DPO. So for a security reason, if someone say we harm them, I think they are wrong. But if they say they are afraid, please let them not be afraid. We are free to anybody.
Bode Fakunle is the chairman of Isheri Akute Local Council Development Area. He thinks the people of the locality are culpable in the rising environmental challenge.
Most of the community, we have licensed private sector people that are supposed to collect their refuse, but they patronize these cat putters. And of course, when they patronize them, they expect them to dump it somewhere. So the problem is two ways. The first is to appeal to them not to patronize the cat pushers. If they don't patronize them, we won't get people to come and dump there. Because the people we license to collect refuse will not come and dump. Yeah.
On the issue of the road, he says fixing it is beyond the power of the local council authority.
The roads are actually beyond what I can address, but His Excellency is aware of this road. He's doing the major road first, and he has promised us that immediately they finish with the bridges, he will come and do this road. It's part of the road construction, but it has to be done methodically.
While several questions, including who issues the ticket to the cart pushers and collect other fees from them, remain unanswered, the traditional head of the locality appeals for intervention. As for the eyewitness who sent in this video which led us here, she hopes our presence will bring in the much-needed succor.
I took her clips and sent it to channels, and they've been good enough to be of very good support, and we hope that with God's backing, the appropriate authorities will listen to us and do something about it.
When contacted, the general manager of the Ogun State Environmental Protection Agency says she needed more information on the dump and relevant authority to address the issue. Until then, the people of Denro-Isashi would want the state government to extend its touch to them so they too can feel a sense of belonging.